My name is Andy Jefferson. I'm a member of Whitby Community Network, a group campaigning for many things in the Whitby and District area, including default 20 mile an hour in areas where people are. Here we see a summary of the Whitby 20's Plenty campaign up to the end of 2023. Firstly, let's start with the background. The town suffers from heavy tourist traffic for the majority of the year, with excessive vehicles arriving in the town, largely due to poor public transport options, as well as most of the parking being in town centre. All of that is resulting in a road system that is often gridlocked, as well as having dangerous junctions. It is the polar opposite of pedestrian and cycle friendly, with amongst the lowest levels of cycling in the whole of North Yorkshire. The local council, Whitby Town Council, had previously ignored all correspondence from the 20's Plenty campaign. So we started off by creating a web page with the local context, how default 20 mile an hour could be applied to this area. And we utilised the public participation part of a town council meeting to expand on the many positive aspects of why this is needed. Additionally, we had a local parent explain the concerns of having their children walking alongside the busiest road in town with many lorries, often over the speed limit, solely to get to school. In December 2022, Whitby Town Council took a vote on this and voted unanimously in favour of default 20 mile an hour. On the face of it, we now have a success for local democracy. Unfortunately, North Yorkshire Council isn't one to simply take the local viewpoint and subsequently took no action at all. So on to the next step. We set about gathering further support from the local community. We started a campaign for more active travel alongside default 20 mile an hour because the two go hand in hand. And we contacted all GP surgeries in the Whitby and District area, as well as all schools, explaining the benefits and asking for their support. To garner this support, we cycled the length of the Esk Valley, calling in at all of these establishments and engaging wherever it was possible. All GP surgeries signed up to what we were asking for, along with schools representing more than 65% of school kids. One of the unexpected benefits of this is, about a month later, a further parish council that we went through also voted in favour of default 20 mile an hour. In terms of continuing this growing support, the two things that I would recommend to any other campaign is use the media wherever possible. It is very good for increasing pressure on councils. And secondly, focus on issues which are local to your area. Every area has its own specifics, and no two campaigns are going to be the same. Here we have a selection of some of the reports that have been in the local media relating to our 20 mile an hour speed campaign. Now we'll look at a map of road collisions taken directly from the North Yorkshire Council website. This is 2017 to 2021. And as you see, there are a significant number of locations where there have been road collisions over those 4-year period. Sadly, there isn't any obvious improvement in the road collision stats in recent years. Now we look at the local demographic in terms of the population. We have the order of double the national average of over 60s, being largely a retirement destination, which is a particular problem, which isn't pedestrian friendly because obviously elderly people move slower, have slower responses, and subsequently are involved in proportionally more road collisions. This is why it is a pressing need for North Yorkshire Council to implement default 20 mile an hour in this area. The most recent local issue that has come up is the proposed amalgamation of two 11 to 16 schools. That has now been signed off by North Yorkshire Council Executive, and the result will be in September 2024, an additional 400 kids are going to have to walk alongside a busy road with lorries, followed by a 40-mile-an-hour section, which has no footpath segregation from the road, and then have to cross the busiest road in town with very poor crossing capability. And that's just to get to school. Neither school has 20-mile-an-hour outside, contrary to North York's Council Scrutiny Committee mandates. Finally, to any 20-mile-an-hour campaign in North Yorkshire, we have to say, keep going. Opportunities will always arise to keep the issue in focus. In our case, we are now engaging with the secondary schools regarding the traffic measures that they require to make their environment safe. And obviously, default 20 mile an hour is part of that. But getting to and from school safely is not just outside the school gate. In terms of the ageing demographic, the statistics point strongly to the urgent need for North Yorkshire Council to act due to the significant risk to life for the current population. We call on North Yorkshire Council to step up and urgently address these pressing issues. Thank you.